But before that, before the podcast, we're all trying to figure out the news behind the Ibarra loan that was announced kind of mysteriously. And the fact that Mascara is also coming back off of a loan that was mutually terminated. But as Dave and I were discussing, it's obvious that it was kind of a one-way termination. But it also seems like there are plans for him to be available for starting. And
he's available.
Yeah,
he's not going to play because he's not good.
Well,
but he's available. It was mutually.
They certainly were acting like it. I know they play those cards, but
okay. So Mascara came back. That created 4 U.
Yeah. So just spots. To pause, right? So there's there's an initiative in the MLS that is called the U22 initiative, right? And I think you can only have 3 players that qualify there, and I think it's a way to attract young players and get higher transfer fees for those. Like a Sosa was a good example of that, where it came in at age 22. You have to be a full year at 22 in the club when you're signed. You can only have 3 active on your roster, as I understand it.
Yep.
But you can also pay their salary up to like $750,000 at that, which is a pretty attractive wage for.
Yeah, it's an incentivizer.
Yes. So whatever, it's an incentivizer. I don't know why there's a cap on it, but there is. It's only 3. And somehow we were not able to deal out Eric Lopez, who's one of our under 22.
Because nobody wants him.
Yeah. Somehow. That's where I'll stop there. If he's so bad, why don't can't we just terminate it?
No, you can't terminate someone's contract.
Can't just drop them from the roster.
No, that's illegal. I mean, now you can, make it like difficult.
Can't you get them to a USL team for like nothing? Like, you just got to be somebody who will take them at a ridiculous offer, right?
Maybe, but then you're stuck paying their wages, and
we are stuck paying his wages though, right?
Yeah, no, well, he's on our team.
Yeah. So
it's even worse.
So
paying his wages and he's on our team.
He's so bad we can't find anybody to take him for $1.
No, we can't.
Okay. Sosa is the other one. We obviously like Sosa, but it's strange that they decided to deal Ibarra, given Pineda's preference towards Ibarra over Sosa.
Yeah, right? On this thing, I said that Sosa was gone, right? On the last podcast, because it seemed like, okay, that left. You couldn't get rid. Nobody was going to buy Lopez alone or take him on a loan. So it was either Ibarra or Sosa, and you figure, okay, well, Pineda clearly prefers Ibarra. I think he's nuts, but he clearly prefers Ibarra. So you figure Sosa was gone, and yet, no.
No, the real rub here, though, is the way that it's obviously handled both with the player and the fans. I don't understand how our new GM or president Garth allows that to happen. Is that excusable? Because I mean, you at least even Ibarra's point, at least give him like a week heads up, right?
Yeah, they should have been able to do that. They should have sat them all down, and said, look, this is happening. We're going to have one of too many, and somebody's going to have to go, right. Even if you don't say anything specifically to Ibarra.
Right.
So somebody knows that.
Somebody knows that the shoe's about to drop.
Now, it was on social media. We kind of knew about it. So you got to figure maybe they knew about it too. But nevertheless, you would think they would be more forthcoming.
A lot of those guys are just focused on training and don't understand all the crazy MLS rules that are impossible to understand. They're just there to play ball.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, should have realized that. But obviously, 24-hour notice to know you're moving to Canada in a different country just doesn't seem like the right approach as a professional organization to both the player and the fans to, see what's
fair. I agree.
Do better.
It came off really badly. It was really bad publicity for the club. We just don't look good.
Yeah. And it also just itches at why the complexities in the MLS. It makes an already difficult league that's in the wrong time of year.
Well, I have, again, some sympathies
caps
for the complexities in the MLS, because all of that was designed to protect the league as it was going to grow, because, you know, the NASL had folded. MLS honestly almost went under even after they started. You know, they had a few teams that contracted. You know, all the Florida teams disappeared off the face of the earth. You know, there was a bunch of, it was rocky, right? So all of that probably protected the league. Now, obviously, at this point, MLS ain't going under, right? MLS. And so, you know, the critique would be here, not that those rules existed, but that why not really be a little more aggressive in relaxing them at this point?
Yeah. I think now with the Messi situation, him coming over, that has to be the next big thing. There has to be an additional fourth DP that's added to teams, salary cap increases.
Well, Miami already has 6 DPs.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I mean, seriously though, like, so they had DPs, and they already had 3 DPs, and then they Messi, and then they have Busquets and Jordi Alba, right? And you're
and Pisueza, what's his name?
You're like, no, Pizarro was on. He's on the team.
Pizarro. They're gonna get rid of him.
They got rid of him, but at the moment, as far as anybody can tell, they have 6 designated players.
Right.
So what's up with that? And this is a team, I don't know if you recall, but there was a team that was cheating against the rules. Do you remember that team? Do you know what team that was? Miami.
With our previous GM.
with our old GM, yeah. So yeah, what gives on that?
Now, what's good for the league is good for the league.
All right. 6 designated players for all.